Hello everyone, this is China Gateway 360. Today, we're looking at Cainiao's cross-border logistics blueprint and the exact operational steps foreign brands need to plug into this network.
On screen is the sheer scale we're dealing with. 4.5 billion cross-border parcels moved by Cainiao in a single year. They haven't just upgraded routing, they've effectively rebuilt the physical supply chain to match the speed of digital e-commerce.
Notice this sharp drop on the chart. That represents an 81% collapse in average transit times. Back in 2019, the baseline was 12 to 28 days. Today, across 53 priority trade lanes, that's down to just 2.5 days.
But speed like that requires precision. As you can see in this operational playbook, brands have to master 4 distinct steps: leveraging eHub infrastructure, utilizing smart pre-clearance, navigating bonded storage rules, and keeping data velocity high.
Let's start with geographic node selection. These automated eHubs handle 1.5 million parcels daily, cutting border crossing times from 48 hours down to 6. And crucial for your margins, this setup secures air freight rates at around $1.80 per kilogram.
But keep this exact number in mind: 500. To unlock those rates, you must hit a minimum of 500 kilograms per month per SKU. If your volume drops below that, you're immediately looking at a 15% rate penalty.
Now look at the customs pre-clearance engine. By integrating directly with China Customs via API, 97% of shipments clear in under 15 minutes. For context, one New Zealand dairy brand used this to hit Tmall shelves just 60 hours after leaving Auckland.
However, missing your digital product registration codes stops that engine cold. Without them, pre-clearance is completely blocked. We recently saw a Korean beauty brand lose 380,000 RMB during Singles Day purely because of this one compliance failure.
This matrix shows the performance shift when you get it right. A mid-market German vitamin brand shifted to Cainiao's Liege eHub and dropped transit times by 65%. That directly led to a 74% reduction in refund rates. Their total upfront investment for API setup and dedicated storage was 15,500 euros. Thanks to those lower refunds and faster repeat purchases, they saw a full return on that investment in exactly 4.2 months.
Here's a benchmarking matrix for a standard 5-kilogram shipment from Germany to Shanghai. You can see clearly where Cainiao mathematically wins. It beats DHL Express on cost and outpaces standard freight on speed, assuming you meet that volume threshold.
Once the goods are in China, you aren't done. This slide outlines 3 critical bonded storage risks that will erode margins if mismanaged: commingled inventory, the 3-day push trap, and return to origin penalties.
And these pitfalls carry real financial weight. Our data points to a UK tea brand losing 26,000 RMB to commingling delays, a French wine hit with a 2,040 RMB push trap penalty, and an Australian brand taking a 5,400 RMB hit from a return to origin.
To avoid these costs, data visibility is crucial. A native API integration drops your issue resolution time to just 3 hours. On the other hand, relying on manual portal uploads organically misses 40% of exception events, leaving you blind to delays.
So, what are the next strategic steps? First, map out your 500 kilogram volume threshold accurately. Second, initiate that 7 to 14-day product registration process immediately. And third, ensure your Tmall listings are tightly synchronized with physical delivery. Speed in cross-border e-commerce is now a baseline requirement. Your logistics setup needs to actively drive growth rather than act as a bottleneck holding you back. This is China Gateway 360, remote China market entry support built around execution.